What's up, YouTube? Brochia AJ back at it with another NFL playoffs predictions and take video. Got a lot to talk about it, so let's go. First game of the Sunday doubleheaders, there's the Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bengals are just getting better and better every game they play in the playoffs in my eyes. That defense is playing out of their mind. 4 interceptions in 2 games they played this postseason. And it's just not only the defense, it's their leader was Joe Burrow, or shall I say Big Game Joe, or whatever you want to call him. Joe showed that only in 2 years he's got the killer or Mamba mentality. Burrow tossed the ball for 348 yards and got his team in the spot where they needed to be, despite being sacked 9 times in that game. Now, going against the Chiefs, the Bengals have to protect their quarterback more than what they did against the Titans, because the quarterback on the opposite side of the field will make you pay if his defense gets their hands dirty for him. Let's talk about the playmakers for the Bengals though. Aside from Burrow, Jamar Chase still having a great rookie year he's having. Made some big plays in that game. 5 catches for a $109. T. Higgins and Big Uzomah both hauled in 7 catches and took some of the weight off of Jamar's shoulder for making so many plays. Defense has to play good against that Chiefs high-power offense because they are at Arrowhead during Championship Sunday, and nobody has been hotter than fire in the playoffs than Patrick Mahomes. He's only lost 1 time at home in the playoffs, and it's because he didn't get to touch the ball. Just like Burrow did in early January, he's going to have to outplay Patrick Mahomes. The Bengals defense will have to do their part and just try to hold off some of that momentum the Chiefs have had in the playoffs at home. The counterpart in this game to the Bengals are the Kansas City Chiefs, who are hosting their 4th AFC title game. Mahomes and company probably had the best NFL playoff game in a long time last weekend against the Bills. Now, 13 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time, but to Patrick Mahomes, it was like an eternity. Dude got into field goal range in 13 seconds to tie the game, and then go into OT and finally finish the job off. After seeing that game, I think the sky isn't the limit for this team offensively, but defensively, they got a couple loose screws and holes to be filled. So many big plays were given up in that game defensively, and Mahomes had to get on the field and bail them out so they could get back in the game. The defense really can't screw this one up for the team, because if they do, Joe Burrow is going to make them pay. He stepped up his game to a level I haven't saw a second-year quarterback do before. Mahomes has his playmakers with Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and Mecole Hardman, who all made big plays during that game. They are going to have to do the exact same thing they did against Buffalo, and that is be there for Mahomes. It's going to be an exciting game to watch, and Arrowhead is going to be the toughest environment Joe Burrow has played at in his early career. The Chiefs have the most to lose in this game, being it is their 4th AFC title game they've hosted in 4 years. I expect this game to be just like their first meeting in early January. Back and forth, big plays from both sides offensively. But there has to be a winner in this one. And I think I'm rolling with the obvious favorites in this game, the Chiefs. They seem legit, a few cracks and dents along the way, but if anyone can win when the lights shine the brightest, it is Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Lastly, we got the 3rd meeting of the year between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. This is going to be a heavyweight fight for the ages. Probably an even bigger heavyweight fight than Wilder versus Fury. Arguably, the 2 best teams from the best division in football, the NFC West, are going at it one last time. And this time, it's for a ticket to the Super Bowl. Let's start off by talking about the visiting team in this one. The 49ers, who have been wrecking havoc all postseason. That team really showed up last week defensively at Lambeau Field when they upset the number 1 seeded Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. They made the plays they needed to hold the possible back-to-back MVP just to 10 points, and won with a walk-off field goal. The 49ers have stuck with the plan for the last couple of weeks, if not the second half of the regular season. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. And that is how it is with their offense. Mainly through a strong run game and with Deebo Samuel, the guy who has done everything needed and asked of him to be done. There's just one thing in my opinion though. The quarterback, in Jimmy Garoppolo, has to be more smart with the ball. And eventually, he's got to make some plays more often instead of just a couple of times throughout the game. Other than that, this team is very complete. They got talent all around, and will have to do what they've done the last 3 years against the Rams. And that's just play good defense and be smart with the ball. The Rams barely, and I mean barely, escaped Tampa last weekend. I thought the game was really going to go into Tom Brady's favor and probably send him to a 2nd straight NFC title game. But LA held them off, just by a marginal sort. But the playmakers the Rams had made plays when the game almost slipped out of their hands. Now, the defense played a good game until late of the game. But it's the NFL playoffs, and just like with last weekend, a game can slip out of your control if you don't keep that same pressure applied. Matthew Stafford really showed that he can win games for a team that's on a Super Bowl quest if the opportunity is presented to him late in the game. He outplayed Tom Brady, and it really doesn't get that much bigger than that. Guys like Odell Beckham Jr., who obviously wasn't the problem in Cleveland, made plays when he had to and when he got the ball. Cooper Kupp, the one guy who was always reliable, did what he had to do to make his team go the extra mile, and will definitely have to make some big plays again this Sunday like he's done all season. My last take though, the Rams want to win this game. They have to do what the Cowboys and Packers have failed to do, and that is eliminate Deebo Samuel. Something that is going to be a difficult, and I mean very difficult task to do. And keep that same pressure both offensively and defensively the entire game, and don't let up, because if they do, they're going home. Me personally, I don't think you can go wrong with a pick like this. But I see the Rams getting their first win against the 49ers in 3 years. Finally, this Sunday. Like I said, the Rams are all in, so let's just see how invested they are. There's talent all around. Once-in-a-lifetime talent with 3 of the best to play their position with Ramsey, Miller, and Donald. 2 outstanding receivers who know how to get open with Beckham and Kupp. And a QB who's done a pretty damn good job this season with Matthew Stafford. I see the Rams punching their ticket to the Super Bowl. Hashtag all in. Alright guys, hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like. I'm hoping for an exciting championship weekend with some good games. Drop a comment with your takes below, and I'll see you guys during Super Bowl weekend for the Super Bowl takes I have. Until next time, Brochia AJ out. Peace.